Yo, what's happening? It's the baby from Mothupi, and I'm glad that you're back here on my YouTube channel. So in today's video, what's gonna happen is that we are gonna be diving a bit more deep, going more harder and looking at some of the instruments that I've got here. Obviously the dollar index, we need to understand what exactly is the dollar doing, what is it saying, and how we can take advantage of it. At the same time, we've got US30. In fact, currently I'm on a trade on gold. I want us to take a look at it, see how I took it and how we are looking to going forward. And after US30 is also just diving a bit more deeper to have a clearer and cleaner understanding. And then from there we are going to be looking at BTCUSD. And yeah, man, for more, obviously you'll be able to just join our Telegram group, but you'll be able to get more, like, let's say, instruments such as like currencies and other things like German 40s, US 100s. We get to share them in the Telegram group. Now it's just these are the ones that I'm 100% looking at. That's why I'm going all in and sharing this with you. So just to start off, first on today's session, what's going to happen is that I am going to be starting here on the dollar index. You can simply see, and you can see we've got this being our lower low, lower high was here, then we've got this newer high, and then higher high, higher low. Then we broke above. This was a higher high, but price came back and broke this previous higher low, which means that now price is not really, like, I wouldn't really say that price is like in an upward trend, but at the same time, because of this major big break, it's also tough in terms of us being able to understand where exactly is price. So just by looking at it, this is our most highest point, this is our most lowest point, then we had this be a lower high. So obviously what could happen is price could go and still create another low, which means that we might see the dollar index basically being able to just drop. But before that drop, obviously it can just see that it can play a bit, then drop, or we could just see it respect this type of a pattern and then drop. And then maybe here, once it's here, that's where we might either see that push upwards, or we might see the further drop to the downside. It's just more on having to understand and having a clearer and much more deeper understanding of what exactly is going on, what is the market saying, how can you take advantage of the markets, but most importantly, how can we profit from these trades, because it doesn't really help you being able to see if this thing is going to buy or it's going to sell. What matters is how you are able to profit from it. And I want you to be able to have a clearer and deeper understanding on the fact that this should not be seen or used as financial advice, but instead everything that I do here is personally my experience in the markets. Either you can learn from my own experiences or you don't have to. You're not forced, but at the end of the day, I don't want you to take this as any of financial advisors and all those things. So moving over to the next one, which is US30. So with US30, we can see on Friday we had a very big push to the upside, but prior to that we had this area, obviously low here, and we're expecting price to just come, give us a sell, and then a buy from here, go all the way up. But it went up from here. Here it just went up, and it's okay, nothing major. We just learned from it. And looking at it now, let me just stack up what I'm seeing, because already I can see we had this first touch, second touch. This was supposed to be our third touch, but now we broke it, which means that it could be a higher chance that price is just basically creating higher highs and higher lows and so on. Why? Because I can see with this, boom, here's our highest high, we broke it. So obviously we are gonna come back and print out some higher low and so on. But before that, let me remove this. Before that happens, how are we gonna benefit from it? Okay, so I'm just gonna have this be here, and then already here I can see how price is moving. Look at this. Let's take a look at this and this. You can see this big impulse, this correction, just the same way here. Impulse, this correction, this impulse, now this correction. So if you didn't see that proper impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse, and so on. So either this pattern is gonna break out and then price is gonna continue moving up and so on, or price is gonna just continuously go down till it gets here, which is previous resistance, now support, then it goes up, or price is gonna go as low as to here, price is gonna go to as low as there. And what we'd have to do as well is just update this. First touch here, second touch here. You see first touch, second touch. Let me make it be clean, more like this and like this. And then once price comes, maybe we'll see price coming all the way to here, and then boom, then we might see that push. So obviously that means that for now we should just be observing, looking at the US30. I will be looking at it. So if you still also wanna be following through on it, and so on, just make sure that you're in the Telegram group, because that's where I'll be updating with everything. And yeah, man, just by looking at it here, this is clean structures. In fact, if we had this a bit more area before this happened, maybe we would have profited from this buy, because looking at it, first touch, second touch, look here, third touch, and then boom, it went up. So what I'll do is that I'll just remove this for our structure here, because I feel like it's showing me a more of a bigger perspective, né? And then yeah, and then I'll maintain it be like this. This is what I want to work with, much more better and cleaner. So let's look at gold. Okay, so gold, I had it was funny because I was like literally scalping it just a few minutes ago. I think it just took me out now, because I had a buy position, because this is just like starting the week. Yeah, I was just looking into starting the week, taking it easy. Yeah, you can see this is where I had it. I took a buy, a sell here, had my stop loss here, and then yeah, it took me a quick out, but it didn't really take me much out, because I think it took me 2k something, a number like that. But I was just trying to get a quick scalp so I can go down. The first trade that I took on a funded account was like here, I sold it here, it went down. No, I sold it here, it went down. Where did I sell? Yes, I sold it here, it went down. I had my profits locked in here, and when it went up, it took me out. Then I went in again, you understand? So but yeah, so for now, what am I looking for? It's okay with gold. Let me come to the 60-minute, nice and easy, because with Tanya it's more like the same. Remember, we were looking for this buy, like that's why I said that saw was more of a short term, because the buy here is what we were looking for. But for me to be involved in that buy, I wanted it to come to as low as here, so I can go up with it. But it didn't come that low, but instead it went just close by, and then it shot all the way up, on which I missed out on this buy, but it's okay. So moving forward now, I see that it is confirmed going upwards, but I'd want for it to just retreat. That's why I took the short-term sell, because I wanted it to retreat and come a bit more to the downside, and then I can be able to benefit from it when it goes back up. So that's why I was taking the short-term buy, like somewhere short-term sell, coming with it like all the way down, maybe to here, and then going back up. But because that's not happening, we'd have to manage, we'd have to monitor, we'd have to really see what's going on, because here where it's at, like I did say, it's a short-term trade, it's a 5-minute type of a trade, but at the same time, looking at it, first touch, second touch, we are now at third touches, and depending on if this area is going to be respected, we could either break above and then we continue going up, which is now in a buying position, or if it does happen to go down, like coming back down somewhere around here, then once we're down here, that's where we'd be able to fully capitalize on whatever positions that are going to be coming. Let me do this. Yes, let me remove this. Yeah, so on whatever positions that are going to be coming. So yeah, we are taking it easy, we're not going hard, today is still, like I did say, still the beginning of the week. So before we dive onto gold, I want to see so far, with this one, yeah. So just by looking at it now, I can see price has already closed above here, but not above this lower high. It has closed above this area, so we might have to monitor and observe this one here. So I just want to, even so that you can see how quick we update in the Telegram group. So I'm just gonna say monitor and observe. Yeah, I'm showing that we need to monitor and observe, and I'm just pointing to show them that it's now at point of interest. So I'm just gonna copy it, go back, and then come back to the Telegram group. Yes, right here. Boom, it's in the Telegram group. Over 25,000 members were able to get this. So yeah, man, if you're not in, you are gonna be missing out, because I do update trades like this. Because even now I can easily say, oh, let me take a re-entry, sell here, stop loss just above here, which makes sense, and take profit somewhere around here, but I'm targeting a 2, so even if it's here, but for now I'm not gonna do that because I'm shooting this video. So that's why sometimes with such videos you might miss an opportunity because you're shooting a video and stuff, but it's not a problem anyways, because I enjoy doing these. But let's look at BTCUSD. So this one here, currently right now we are here at $111,000. and you can see we come from being here at peak $123,000, so we dropped by maybe a good $11,000-12,000 within the last week. So right now where we are is okay. I see this has broken out, so there could be room for sellers, because anyways this is lower low, lower high, lower low, and so on. There could be room for sellers, but I would like to see what would happen till price gets here, because you see here, this is where initially before this whole push upwards, price was stuck here in this area. So I want to see when price gets here within this area here, which is here already. We got this tap, but in between here, is this gonna be treated as support? Is price gonna start ranging in there, and then we're gonna start looking for buys? Or maybe is price gonna wanna get all the way down to the 90% rule right at the bottom for us to make, you know, a setup? But anyway, either way, it's not a problem. However price decides to go, the ultimate thing is that we need to learn from it, and we need to be able to profit from it once we've been able to spot it. So that is one of the things that I like about the markets, is that you can, doesn't matter if you are wrong or right, it doesn't matter if you're saying this thing is gonna drop and it doesn't drop, because you can say it's gonna drop and it doesn't drop, and then tomorrow you see a buy setup and then you take that buy instead of the sell, then you made a profit. You understand? So it doesn't matter what you say, what matters is what you do in the markets. You understand? So but yeah, I'm looking at it now and I can see so far it's a lower low. Probably is gonna come back, give us a lower high, like maybe a young pullback, lower high, and then a lower low again once more, and that will just be more of like a third touch if you look at it. Plus as well, that will be more of like a retest here, more of a retest, something more like this, you see. So yeah man, it's just a matter of us being able to look at it, us being able to understand a bit more deeper in terms of how prices are going forward, and then we'll be able to take advantage of it. But one thing that I'd like to do is I want to see what you guys the setups that you're looking at for the week. Whatever that you're seeing, please man, just reach out to us, comment below in this video, let me know. You're looking at USD, you're looking at gold, tell me what you're looking at, and then what I'll do on my side is that I'll make sure to at least try to send a setup that speaks or that is directly focused on exactly that. And then from there, what we'll do is that we are as well gonna be more deeper in the Telegram group. So if you're not, make sure that you're in there. And this is my YouTube channel, whereby each and every single Monday we post out content that is designed to help you succeed in the markets. At the same time, we're not giving out financial advice. We don't do anything that is related to that, but instead, this is my experience. I'm just not locking myself up and doing everything by myself. I'm sharing it so that you can profit and you can benefit. Mind you, I don't charge you from these videos. All you have to do is just subscribe and like this video. See you on the next YouTube video. This is a baby from Mothupi, and I thank you so much for watching.